Hey everybody, it's Ed. Today we are going to look at Ed Bonja's first book called Elvis, Standing Room Only, 1970 through 1975. This was released, I believe it was 1994, maybe even 93, 95. You know what, we're going to find out in a second, but this was his first book that he released in conjunction with Joseph A. Tunzi, and has an introduction by James Burton. And these were unpublished photos, I guess, at that time, from photographer Ed Bonja. All right. So this happens to be the copy that Ed had given to the family, and it is actually inscribed. So this was on, oddly enough, Elvis's birthday in 1995. Now the story behind this. So first of all, I'll read the inscription. It says, "To Richie, Angela, Edward," which is me, and Richard, who's my brother. It was through Elvis that we met, and I will always be grateful to him for that. We've been friends for many, many years, and I look forward to our friendship continuing into the future. Into the next century. Your friend always loved Ed Bonja. And again, this was January 8th of 1995. And this was actually a time when Ed stayed with us. I was still living at home then, and he had stayed with us. Actually, was I still at home? Yeah, no, I was. There was a big auction in New York City, and he was auctioning off a bunch of stuff. One of them including this. Actually, wow, I can't believe I turned right to it, which was the mock-up of the album that was never released, Standing Room Only. They were going to use the picture that they used for the Madison Square Garden album. This album actually had a catalog number. It had everything. I don't know if they had actual songs. The what they were really going to put on it as far as what the material was going to be. There was an idea of what some of it was going to be, but I don't think it was completely organized. But anyway, he had the mock-up for this, and it's been through the auctions recently as well, because I remember seeing it in January when I was at Graceland. It was up again. So, but just give a quick look at some of the, most of the actual pictures are black and white in this book, so there is the color section, but again, just to go at the beginning. So this is, again, I believe it was 94 it came out, but we got it from Ed in 95. So that's the credits. Unfortunately, a lot of these pictures, the way this book was printed, this is the foreword by James Burton, so if you want to read that, hit pause. But unfortunately, a lot of the pictures in here are, the quality is not as good as you would think, and it's no fault of Ed's. It's not the photo itself. I think it's just the way that they printed this book. But there are some really nice shots in here. There you go. See a little better. Try and get it without the light, sorry. James Burton very cool. Oh, that's his backside. Yeah, this is a nice book in the sense of just seeing a lot of pictures that weren't published at that time, and really haven't seen much since, to be honest with you, a lot of these. But just to give you an idea, now unfortunately this book is long out of print, so I'm not really sure where you're going to find one these days. I mean, it's just something you would need to hunt for. I mean, maybe you'll get lucky and find it somewhere, or maybe someone, you know, will have it, and who knows what they're going to want with it or want for it. So I have no idea what it would even go for, because I haven't seen one for sale in a very long time. That's a good one. Looking right at him. Oh, that's one of the prints I bought. Alright, this is the concerts from 72 to 73. Uniondale, 4 shows. Parents were there. All 4, front row. Mom got her first scarf there. And her second scarf the next night. And then multiple others just following at all different shows. But those are other videos you can check out where you can see those scarves on my channel if you are interested, if you haven't already. Good shots. Alright, and then 74, 75. So when I had asked Ed about the concerts of the Coliseum from July 1975, I remember contacting him, I don't remember when, but and asking, you know, hey, do you have any shots from there? I'm wondering if you have any of me. But and he was like, no. He's like, Ed, I stopped then, and you know, and that's when he told me the story of when he stopped taking photos of Elvis, and you know what his plan was to you know start again. And he said he remembered that Coliseum show, and he said, you know what, he wishes that he did take pictures because he did look good. I mean, even though he was still a little pudgy, he looked great that show. And not only looked great, but sounded great. And yeah, so unfortunately, Ed never took shots at the 75 Coliseum shows. But it would have been great if he did. It would be better if he got me getting my scarf and whatnot. But oh well, I'm lucky my mom did. At least she got a picture. Yep, so these are nice shots. Yeah, we're getting near the end, so sorry if it's warping. Well, this is the Coliseum shot. 73. And then we have glorious color, as he puts it. Oh, it's his favorite picture. And I know that because he signed mine, stating that. Apparently it was his first picture I think he ever took of Elvis as well, in the official capacity. And there we go. Alright, so we're going to wrap this up, and again, this is to commemorate Mr. Bonja and all of the phenomenal photos that he has provided us of Elvis. And with that, I will probably do his next book for my next video, which is titled Elvis, shot by Ed Bonja. And we'll thumb through that one. Alright, so hopefully I didn't go too fast. Hopefully you can see these pictures, and hopefully you enjoyed me thumbing through it and kind of talking through it. I showed this in the video, showing all of the album covers and 45 sleeves that Ed took the pictures for. And that's pretty much it. Alright, everybody. So again, thanks for watching. Good to yourselves. Good to each other. Take care.